Hello and welcome to my channel where I use art to bring forward intuitive messages for your soul's growth and development. Today we are focusing on a reading for fire signs as we just entered Sagittarius season, so there is a little bit more emphasis on the Sagittarius sign. Please take only what resonates and leave the rest behind. With much gratitude, I thank the highest source of love for every blessing in life, and I ask that the most loving guides, angels, ascended masters, and all other stewards of this work join us now to offer their protection in this space of love and light. Please help to assist in delivering and drawing the most accurate and positive messages for the benefit of all involved. Thank you. I'm seeing like a little creature, a little monster in here. And like a little mini me monster as well. Also feels like they're on a rope pull. Tug of war, perhaps, but like on the same team. You could be dealing with a child. I'm also like this. I'm understanding this is a just one side of the situation. Like there's a struggle or something, and you and your mini-me or child or pet even are kind of just in this together, kind of. This character is like, it feels like a monster, but a friendly monster in a way. You could be a good person just dealing with a little bit of anger at this time. Anger, frustration, and children, pets, they copy you. So you have to watch out for that. What messages are there for fire signs in this Sagittarius season? There's also like a downhill kind of momentum here. It feels like sledding or something, but it doesn't feel cold. It feels like just regular outside. Spending time outside would be beneficial. Perhaps this is like yard work as well. I'm picking up on like even just pulling weeds. Getting rid of things. It could be like decluttering your house even, getting rid of things that no longer serve you, getting rid of things that you don't really need or want anymore. And again, like this parallel with the child, like whatever you're doing, whatever this mean adult like energy is, just remember that the child behind you is going to follow your behavior. So it's important to set a good example. If you're frustrated, they're going to be frustrated. So making good habits when you feel these frustrating things, or when you're like pulling weeds or getting rid of things, make it something that's fun and put a positive spin on it. I feel like that's maybe like what that sledding downhill kind of feels like, because it feels like the child energy is more like kind of following or falling. It's the child energy, it's easier for them to convert to the playful energy. So it just takes a little bit of your energy in the playful, childlike arena for the child to pick up on that and like go with it. It's much like that downhill energy. It's just much more easy for them to kind of just switch. you see a child like screaming, crying, and then like it can like they can flip pretty easily. So just knowing that you have the power to flip that energy in them. This monster kind of feels like it's like a cartoon monster. So um, showing showing how things don't have to be so scary. And as I'm drawing, as always, if you see anything that I'm not picking up on, these are readings that are meant for you to kind of play and follow along as well. And interpret like your own kind of tarot card. This monster's head kind of is just pointing down a lot. So a good advice would just be to keep your chin up, keep your head up. I'm hearing head to the ground as well. Just maybe listening, being an active listener would be helpful. I'm also getting like energy, like almost like hedgehog kind of energy, where there's a little bit of guarding. There's like a little bit of guarding or protection. I'm not wanting to deal with things. Keeping to yourself. And again, this child energy back here, like, it's going to follow you no matter what. So just making sure that you're setting that example. When you shut down, they're also going to shut down. So just being cautious of that. And it's perhaps the child that's even bringing that on for you. When I say child, it can also mean pet, or, it doesn't have to be your child. You could be babysitting, or even dealing, like this is Thanksgiving week, you could be dealing with family members as well. Even if they're adults, with that childlike energy as well. Shutting down from perhaps family members that act childish. But again, your energy is kind of going to set the tone for theirs. So you just have to be cautious of that. What you put out into the world, you're going to receive back. I feel like these are like pointing ears. It feels like a fire energy. I'm working with the fire signs here, of course, but this feels more like a blue flame, which is like, I think it's the hottest part of the flame, if I'm not mistaken. It's also just like mesmerizing when you see a blue flame. And blue flame, even though it's the hottest part of the fire, like blue is more of a cool color, right? So like even if you're feeling like angry or hot, or your emotions are a little bit stronger than what you want them to be, just bringing this blue energy in to cool that down, cool yourself down. Definitely something to do with listening here. I would also recommend breathing. It feels like, when you're in that hedgehog sheltered energy, it kind of contracts the lungs. And I'm feeling like this fresh air would be beneficial. I'm taking the deep breaths. The adult energy here feels much more retracted than the child energy. much more energized over here. And they're not as upset or angry. Also feels like possibly just wanting more solitude or time away from other people as well. This monster is kind of turning into what feels like a fox. I mean, I mentioned hedgehog before, but it kind of feels like a little bit of a fox. A fox or a baby deer, just kind of curled up. Taking a nap, sleeping it off, meditating, taking time to yourself, all beneficial things. Even just taking a walk outside, calming down. What seemed like an angry monster before is now turning into a very peaceful, like woodland creature, which is what we want here. If you were dealing with those angry emotions, know that it can change. This artwork is meant to see what the issues are and then what the solutions might be. So the issue of anger has now turned into a very calming, very restful energy, very peaceful. It's even smiling. Look, it's like it could even be a dog just smiling, having peaceful dreams. I'm even like getting like dogs that are dreaming in their sleep, and they're being, it's almost like this is like the dream, and the dream dog, or the dream version of the dog. Calling in child energy is very beneficial of also healing your inner child. And again, you might be dealing with family members this time of year, which can be challenging and can bring up childhood issues. So just taking the time to heal your inner child, be one with your inner child. Also getting patience. It's important to have patience with others, and patience with yourself, patience with less mature less mature individuals, or individuals that are still working on growth. This is a smaller version. Everybody's in a different stage of growth, and it's not the child's fault. They're not full grown, right? Everybody is working on different stages, so just being patient and cognizant of that would be beneficial. I just got the word Sleepy Hollow. I know that's a movie, so if that resonates with you. Feeling like the heart space opening as well in this state of rest. And it's whatever is, like, it's not necessarily sleep that you need to do. It's whatever brings you peace, whatever brings you that restful state. Like any activity, could bring that for you. Like, making a fire, for instance. Like, just, gathering around a fire could bring you peace. That could, bring joy to your heart. So doing things that are going to calm you down. I'm also getting like, selective hearing or zoning out. You don't need to respond or react to everything. So just kind of, listening, taking it in, and just kind of letting it go. Like this child energy here, it feels like the mouth is like wide open, and all these sounds around it, it's whining, screaming, yelling, whatever, and it's kind of like there's a barrier here. Like it's you're taking it in, but you're just kind of like, yeah, whatever. You don't have to let it infest you or manifest in you. This is their problem. This is kind of like they're in their own little ring here. I'm also feeling like I just picked up on like mother energy or even mother-in-law energy, like a nagging, or even like wife, like some kind of feminine nagging energy here. It's like you know what your body needs, so you give your body what it needs, and they can wait. They have some growth to do, you know. They're coming downhill at you, they're not they're not far from you, but they're on their own growth path. And I'm feeling like as I'm drawing this blue, like you have just a lot of protection, and even just it feels like I'm helping you out with giving you this protection as I'm drawing this. Nesting, hibernation. And it's like you see them. Like, it's not like you're ignoring completely. Like, you're seeing, you're hearing. It's just like, you don't have to respond immediately, because sometimes responding immediately is not responding, it's just reacting. So you need to just, take the time to be in the solitude that you need and the peace that you need. And rather than responding and matching their energy, you can just take it in, be you, and then when you're ready to respond, you can respond. They can wait. And there's not much, I don't feel like there's much distance between you. Like, this is like somebody close to you, but like their energy can be separated from you. Any other messages for fire signs in Sagittarius season, or for Sagittarius in general for their season? Yeah, I'm feeling like just a general annoyance here. Annoyance and nagging, and just finding peace in that. Because I feel like just as the child energy can flip, like your energy can flip as well. Like, this kind of irritation, the dog can suddenly wake up and just be in a very playful mode. So I'm knowing that you can flip your energy just like that, just as the child can flip from that energy. You have that capability too. So, tapping into that part of your inner child, getting the restoration that you need so you have the energy to flip into a more positive state. Any other messages for fire signs in Sagittarius season? I'm feeling like I rather like this artwork, so I am going to leave things at that. If you got something out of this reading, please like or subscribe to my channel so I can provide more of this content. And I will thank the angels, guides, ascended masters, all other stewards of the highest good that helped us here today to deliver these messages and this artwork. If you do like the artwork, I will have a link in the description box below. And I will see you again next time. Thanks for stopping by.